Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures, and well, what a morning. Look at this. Blue skies, the sun shines out, the birds are singing, it's quite warm, but it's really good to have you all on board. And welcome once again to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. I hope you're sitting comfortably, hope you've got your feet up, nice cuppa in hand, and welcome to the show. A magical box left over from Christmas, and it makes a great place to germinate seeds. Your own little propagator, all for free, out for now, as we say here on the allotment. Now let's just take it off, and it's at the moment not very exciting there. It's just full of soil, and I've got a label at one end because it's everything in here is the same thing. In fact, here's a photograph of the seeds in place. They're in rows. The rows are an inch apart. And I've pre-watered the soil and then put seeds in, and these seeds are mixed lettuce seeds. As you can see, the different coloured in the little seeds themselves, they'll produce mixed lettuce, and when it's all together in here, it'll make a fantastic, it's a crop and grow lettuce. So you let it grow and then cut it back and it will regrow and regrow. Absolutely fantastic. Start it here, and then this can just be placed outside once they're up and ready and growing. It's like your own little planter, really. It's fantastic, multi-purpose. I've left the lid because what I can do, I can pop that on there like that, and look, its own little propagator, nice and warm. Get the seeds warm, that's what you need. And the sun's out now, and that will really warm the greenhouse up and help these seeds to propagate in not very much time, actually, which is rather brilliant. Speaking of seeds, you know that in the last show I showed Darren from Wakefield, and he'd got some seedlings coming through, pushing through. And before I'd filmed, I looked at mine and there was nothing there. Anyway, I've come down today. Oh, good heavens. This is where the magic happens. I find it absolutely incredible. You're waiting and waiting, and suddenly it starts to happen. The seedlings start to burst. I've got two pictures here. One is a little seedling just making its way through the soil, so we'll have a look at that. Bursting its way, trying to get to the light, because once it gets light, the light now starts to feed, and the heat and what's in the soil now will feed the plant. And then this is a second photograph, and here we are. It's getting bigger. The first leaf is there. Isn't that incredible? And these are my tomato plants. So I've actually got tomatoes coming, homegrown tomatoes, absolutely amazing. If all of these tomato plant seedlings come up, that'll just be fantastic. I think there's 10 seeds, which means 10 plants. Next to nothing for the plants. 20 pence a plant, maybe, if I remember rightly from the packet. Oh no, I've got these half price indeed, so maybe 10 pence a tomato vine. That'd be great, won't it? And they're going to go in the new polytunnel covered greenhouse. I'm not calling it, I don't know what to call it really. All right, let's call it a greenhouse with a polytunnel cover on. They'll go in there. It's a fantastic place for them to grow. They may be in their own little buckets. I might not put them into the soil. And then I can use my drip feed system to water them directly. If I'm not around, I can just do it automatically. And we'll take another look at that now. We're getting the good weather. It's really exciting once things start coming up. And I can't just say I've got tomatoes coming. I've actually got some sprouts coming. It's very early days. You can just about make it out. Obviously a darker seedling coming through. But I've got sprouts as well. And that is magical. Can't wait soon to get the potatoes in the soil. My raised beds, they're getting there slowly. It's exciting. I love this time of year. As I say, you don't need to spend lots of money on old plant pots and stuff. Like I said, I got mine, what was £2 or £3 for 250. It's just incredible. Amazing stuff. Oh, it's so nice though to be in the sunshine at last. The beauty about this time of year, of course, is the nights are getting lighter as we go on, and the light and the sun and the skies are getting brighter too. However, when you've got your seedlings inside, like I've got inside my greenhouse, and they're inside a greenhouse as well, once they see a little bit of light, they shoot towards the light. And that sounds fine, doesn't it? Because you want your plants to grow. However, what happens is here, and I've got to move all of mine now into my greenhouse behind me because it's got masses of natural light It's not blocked. We may even put it into the covered greenhouse over that side. They start to get very leggy, and I'll just show you that there. I've got some photographs of my other plants. They've gone really leggy too, my tomatoes. Now, how do you combat this? Well, luckily with tomatoes, on their stalks, their stems, they've got little tiny hairs, even at this size. And so you can, when you repot them, which I'm going to have to do, you can bury them deep almost up to the leaves. So then they'll put shoots out and they'll become really, really strong again. These are my sprouts. I can do the same thing to the sprouts. Obviously, they need transplanting anyway. I'm going to be very, very careful because they're so delicate. You don't want to damage any of the stalks here and shoots here. Do the same with those. And then they need natural light. As I say, more natural light as daytime goes on, so that they won't then shoot up, hopefully, to a little bit of light. It's a little like what they do with Yorkshire rhubarb. They force Yorkshire rhubarb in the darkness with little bits of candlelight, and so they shoot towards the light. And they go really long and leggy, but that's how they want it, really thin and long and leggy, because it adds a sweetness to it. Really nice Yorkshire rhubarb. They're massive sheds in the darkness to force rhubarb. These are being forced, unfortunately. I said we'll get them into soil. Another way you can do it, obviously, you can buy lights. I've got a grow light in here, so what I'll do is, I've got loads of seeds in there, so they can't all go behind me into the greenhouse. However, I can put the light on, so it means that they will get proper light above them, and that will be 24 hours a day. So even in days like where it's a bit dull, they'll have natural light around them. So that's the other way to stop your plants from being leggy. Amazing, isn't it? Well, I'm surrounded by birds here, particularly my European robin singing away in the tree above my head. It's just great to have them all around. Once again, thank you very much for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. I've had some lovely comments this week, so thank you for that. It's great to hear that you're all getting your seeds now and you're thinking about what you're buying and what you're going to sow and where you're going to sow it. So I look forward to the next few weeks because we're going to learn a lot more, I think, about the viewers and what's happening around the world. We can say that. I've just found out as well that 5% of my videos are watched by people in America, so hi to you all over there. And I know we've got people in Australia and Sweden, and of course here in the UK, all parts of the UK, China, Hong Kong. So it's great to have you all aboard. And well, I'll see you next time here on Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. Ta-ra for now.